All right, welcome back. I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue, James, but we were talking about the three elements of ABC, and then you said three elephants. At least that's what I heard. And because here's the thing, each of these blocks ABC is an elephant in the room. The fact that we're letting our brothers and sisters starve to death is an elephant in the room. The fact that the planet's overheating and we don't have a solution that's anywhere near implementation, even a design, that's an elephant in the room. And the fact that we haven't come together and we're just totally fragmented as a humanity, that's an elephant in the room. So we got these three elephants in the room to go with the three elements of what we need to do about the elephants in the room. Look, each elephant is a problem. Hunger is a problem, heating is a problem, and our collective fragmentation and collective stupidity and collective, psychosis is a problem. Okay, we got three solutions: feed everyone, cool the planet, and go collectively super intelligent. We got three elephant-sized problems, and we got three elephant-sized solutions. Right?
And combine the three elephants together, and we have an asteroid heading for the planet, basically. So we need to get together to do something about the asteroid.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a three-pronged asteroid, right? It's like three asteroids in one coming at us, and we have a three-phase solution to deal with the three asteroids coming at us.
I have a lamp in my room, and it's a standing lamp. And the lamp is made out of wood. It's carved, and it's a giraffe. It's a carved giraffe. It's got a very long neck, and the lamp, reaches far up into the towards the ceiling, right? And just sort of, goes well with the elephants in the room. We got a giraffe also, a long neck.
That's illuminating.
Right. For sure. Well, I love it.
Elephants in the room, asteroids heading towards the planet, and mega solutions. Good things come in threes. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. Gotta be cool, and we need to eat and get our head screwed on straight so that we can figure out A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. It's so easy for you and me, and it's easy once you put it together. Once you see it mapped out like that. Well, maybe that's why we went through the last 10, 12,000 years since the agricultural revolution to get to this point, to have clarity. You want to live? All right. It's just like if you want to go on a long road trip, right? You got to make sure the car has plenty of oil and that it's clean enough, and plenty of water, coolant, right? Plenty of fuel, plenty of, power steering fluid and whatever other fluids and filters and all that, right? These are the essentials. You want to go on living? So what's our, oil, coolant, and fuel equivalent for the planet? food, that's fuel. SRM, that's coolant, right? And CSI, that's your steering wheel and driver, right? Right? That's your driver, CSI. Hello, Daquan. There's a crow. Hello, Daquan. You're okay, Daquan. Clap. I give them the love call. And that's part of CSI, signaling, transmission of information, right? The ants can sense the caterpillars, and they can sense predators. You know, they have sensory networks and chemical signals and all that. That's all part of the hyperconnection, the hyperconnectivity that creates the CSI. That's the missing ingredient right now, is the hyperconnectivity. We've got the network of conversations, right? People are already starting to, agglomerate around those groups to talk about those topics that they're interested in, whether it's permaculture or soil remediation or feeding the wildlife, protecting the salmon, reactivating the rivers so that the fish can swim upstream and downstream and spawn and procreate and do all those fun things, right? Wow. So we've got the story and we've almost got the CSI. We're almost there. We're like at the halfway point. We've got the story and we've almost got the CSI. This is really significant. Why do I keep saying we almost got the CSI? The network of conversations exists, right? It's almost like don't wish for what you want because you just might get it. I've been wishing for this network of conversation. Now it's here. Some assembly required. ABC. Da, 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 da. Because you know what? ABC, let's think about it. To assemble the collective superintelligence, we need to feed everyone. We need to plug in the computer, to quote Stephen Weisberg. Plug in the computer. That's feeding everyone. CSI is making sure the computer has its cooling fan installed, right? And then CSI is compute, ABC. Plug it in, make sure it's cool, compute. But you got to do A and B before you can do C. Can't compute if you're overheating. Can't compute if you're starving to death. It doesn't compute. It doesn't compute. Feed everyone, cool the planet. Now that computes. That provides a foundation for computation. Wow. Well, good things come in threes. I love how tight this is getting, right? I love how tight this is getting. All righty. Well, we're now at pushing the 25-hour mark from when we started. We did have a generous break in between. We all got some rest. That's a good thing. Nolan wasn't able to make it this time. That's okay. Wow, Block Party 18. 18, we're all grown up. We're all grown up.
I see a third meeting during the week. If things are coming in threes, it could mean that there's a third meeting.
Well, I just got invited to a third meeting, which is on Thursday with Silas. And I think it's Nibi. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce her name. The one who plays K-Mama in 2050, year 2050. My goodness, isn't she impressive?
That was a good idea. I like that idea of going back from the future.
Yeah. And you see, so Silas invited, I think you guys were on when we had that conversation, but he's inviting me to participate in the co-creation of the story. So now we're bringing ABC into that conversation, which is centered around K-Mama. This is just a matter of time. Let's look, whether Greta joins or not, if Greta joins, great, then we've got Greta. If Greta doesn't join for whatever reason, we've got Kamaya, and Kamaya is the new Greta. It's Greta. Kamaya is Greta reloaded.
Kamaya from the future.
Kamaya from the future. So great stuff, you guys, as we're pushing towards 500 hours. We're not there yet. Remember when we crossed 400 a couple of weeks ago? That was pretty exciting. Actually, I think it was actually technically last week that we crossed 400. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll just tack solutions to that. That's what 10 hours or.
Oh, yeah. No, that's 8 hours. If you include the Solution Club, then we're doing 32 hours per week times the last 18 weeks is roughly 600 hours, close to 600 hours.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. That's a big old deal.
And add the overtime. Be hitting that 7.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I say in that case we're probably close to 600 hours now since we started between Solution Club and Block Party, which means in another 3 months we'll be at 1,000 hours roughly. A little over 3 months we'll be at 1,000 hours. And but the good news is that, look, as artists and as engineers and all of our trades and professions, if you want to achieve mastery, you simply got to put in the hours. There's no substitute. You can't read about it and then say, okay, now I'm a master. Right? You got to put in the hours. 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration. See, for me, the perspiration was the alarm clock going off at 3:20 this morning, right? And saying, oh my goodness, all right. And then getting up and, you're just tempted to go back to sleep and just say, you know what, we've done enough. But then no, we're committed to something here, and it's a beautiful something, right? We're making it happen. All right. And now it's time to make something else happen, which is some rest and some self-care and some gardening and some feeding of crows in my case and all kinds of good stuff. So love you all. Great work, everyone. Oh my goodness. Wonderful, 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 amazing, amazing work, collaboration, co-creation. We're just sticking with it. Period. We
Nothing else
are,
can do.
huh? Go ahead.
There's nothing else we can do.
There's
Stick
nothing
with
else.
it.
There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to think about. There's nothing else to spank off about. There's nothing else to drink about. There's nothing else to smoke about. There's nothing else to dance about. There's nothing else to sing about. There's nothing else to do about. There's nothing else but life. Because when life is gone, it's over. Right?
Simple and plain.
It's as simple as that.
Well, it's been good, lads, and I love you and leave you and see you Tuesday night for the Solution Club. And
Yeah,
That's-
much love.
that's
Much
all.
love.
Love you all. Love you all.
Take care.
Thank you so much. All right. You guys take
You
good care. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Be
take
strong.
care.
See you soon.
See you later, Shankar. Take care.
Yeah,
See you,
All right.
see you later.
Take care.
Shankar.
James, Emery, Uncle Frank. Love you all. See you guys soon.
Look.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. See you soon.